Hello there, this is Anobaham and welcome to another episode of Project Ozone 3. We are going to attempt to automate mystical agriculture. I have a couple ideas of what we need to do, so we are going to crack on and see if we can actually figure this out and automate this so that we don't have to harvest it ourselves. Why? Because we're lazy. All right, so a couple ideas that I have, really just one primarily, and that is in the theta uh, quest section. We have these, like this planter that we have to build, and then we have the harvester, and I want to build the harvester, I do believe. So that's one idea. The other idea I have is I've actually already built something called the plant gatherer. I don't actually know how they're different compared to the harvester. So that is what we're going to try today. We're going to start with the plant gatherer, and then if that doesn't work, then we'll go through the quest and build the planter and the harvester and work through that. And hopefully that will actually allow us to harvest these. So the way that the plant gatherer works is it needs RF. So we have the magmatic generator for that, is for in the time being, I suppose. And then you can actually add modifiers to this so that it will work either faster or I think a bigger area. Because right now, if we show working area, it will only harvest one plant. But if we add a modifier, it'll actually increase that to, I think, either a 2x2 or a 3x3 area. And I believe you can upgrade it all the way up to a 9x9 area. So that is pretty massive. But I'm planning on building just 3x3 areas of each seed. And then it should just harvest those and collect the inferium and all that fun stuff. So that's what we are going to attempt today. I'm just going to do trial runs with this one plant before we actually build a 3x3 area and fit all the seeds and everything like that here. So in order for this guy to work, we need RF. So I have already built the magmatic generator. So we can stick that next, excuse me. We can stick that next to the plant gatherer. And then what we need to do is we're going to set up a little system here where we can generate some lava and send that into here, because that is what this needs in order to generate the power. Now, there was a power cell that I was looking at also, because these can carry a lot of our RF. So the basic one, the simple one, can carry 250,000 RF, and then it goes to the normal power cell, which carries 1,000,000, I think. Yep. And then I think it goes up to 4 million if you get the advanced. So I do want to try and get up to the advanced, although I don't think I can infuse diamonds. I don't have these dimensional shards, so I don't think we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to get as high as the power cell. So I didn't actually notice that before. So yeah, we can't do that yet. So we'll get up to the power cell so that we don't actually have to have like a cobblestone generator and making it into lava, like a crucible, and then transferring that over. I want it kind of small and basic right now. So that's what we are going to work towards. So we are going to build this first, and then we will worry about how we will generate the RF and save it up inside these power cells. And then we'll do a bunch of testing to see if this guy works, if this is really what we're looking for. And then if it is, instead of cutting the episode short, I will probably go through these quests anyways and see if the harvester is different, or if for some reason it's just named differently in the quest book. All right, guys, I am going to gather materials to make the simple. No, actually, I think I can go straight to this one. I don't even need to make the simple one. So let's just go to make the power cell. So we need prismarine. Oh, I don't have prismarine shards either. How do we get those? Guardian spikes, crystallized barrel, mana infused. Oh, here we go. Nether quartz. Okay, so we can. We can. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna get some materials together and I will be right back. All right, so I've got my little setup here. I've got an iron drum full of lava. I've got it piping into the magmatic generator in the back just to power the plant gatherer. It works. It does work. Hopefully, yeah, as you can see, as it matures, it does harvest the plant. Obviously, the problem is that we now no longer have the seed in the ground, so I have to figure out how to plant the seeds, and I think that is what the planter is going to be for. Plant items in an area. So I'm gonna get that guy going as well. The one concern I have with this though is how am I going to, where am I gonna put all this stuff so that I can have like 3x3 sections of plants and still be able to plant in the same area and gather in the same area. That I'm not sure about, but this is good news that this is working and it's working well. As soon as it does mature, it does collect it. And so then we also need to figure out a way to pull the items out so that we can store the Inferium Essence. But anyways, I'm going to now grab materials for this guy. So we need plastic, so that's fine. We can make plastic now. I've accidentally made a couple flower pots already, so that's fine. This looks like it should be relatively easy to make. So I'm going to gather materials, and then we'll make the plant sower. This is the plant sower. See, they have different names. Tree fluid. So this, oh, the plant sower. Hold shift. Accepts range. Oh yeah, accepts range add-ons. Okay, yeah. Okay, so let's grab some materials, and we will be right back. All right, so we have all the materials that we need to make the plant sower. So we are going to make that guy. We are going to bring it over here as well and see how this works. First, I'm gonna nom 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 on some food. That's what I thought. I definitely thought that was gonna be the case. So this is called the harvester, but it's not actually, I was looking up harvester, but it is the plant grower, okay, or the plant gatherer, sorry. So yeah, that's what I thought. I thought I was getting a little confused when they named it the harvester when that's not exactly what it's called, but I guess neither is this one. It's the plant sower, not the planter, but anyways. Okay, so we now have the plant sower. So can we somehow, actually, just for trial purpose, I don't know how this works. Like how this is supposed, does this go underneath the dirt? Maybe it does that. So let's grab, I'll just grab a piece of dirt real quick. Do I have, no, I don't. Okay, so let's grab one of these. I just want to do some tests here. I think it might go under, because it faces up, so that's my thought. So we have enough power. So where do we stick seeds? That's the question. So we also need to we'll grab, yeah, it doesn't matter. We need our hoe. I do believe we put it away, so we'll grab the hoe, and I think this should work. I'm not oh, actually, let's see. I can click on this little snowball thing and get it to show me the area that it will plant. So show work. Yeah, so it does. It does. Okay, so that would go underneath, right in the middle of the 3x3 area. So if we go up here and we hoe that, and we place the seed in there, it does in fact plant it. Okay, so that's good. But next is the question of how do I take the seeds out of here and put them in here so that it will plant the seeds. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to filter out, because I think, okay, so hold on. So if we go crops, sledge, energy, fluid. So this is the crop output. So we can decide which way it goes out, but we don't decide what leaves. So we will have to have a filter of some kind on the bottom of this. So I'm gonna have to look into that to see what kind of filter I need. Because then, yeah, I'll take out all of the crops and filter out either seeds or inferium dust or inferium essence, and then send one to a chest, and then send the other one, the seeds, to the planter, and we'll just automatically plant. So that should actually work quite well. I'm not sure what we have for filters though that we can actually use right now. Spirit filter, item filter. I don't exactly know how this guy works. The actual, okay, the item filter can be used in advanced item laser relays. Yeah, that's not at all what I want. Is there, so industrial foregoing. Can I find anything industrial for, I think it's foregoing. Well, I can't spell foregoing. going? Oh, goodness gracious. All right, do we have any filters? So these are the upgrades that you can put in the for rain, like the planter, where you can get a instead of a 1x1 area, you can make it a 2x2 or a 3x3. You get these. I do believe. Okay, so what is this? Conveyor belts, essence, slime. It doesn't look like these guys have filters on their own. So I am gonna have to look at other types of filters to see if we can use that somehow. So this restricts what may pass through it. Filters options, you can blacklist. So depending on what kind of pipes we send through, we might be able to filter what goes through the pipes. So I'll have to put my big brain on and see if we can figure something out to get this to work. Otherwise, the only thing I can think of other than trying to use a filter is using drawers, but that's like so much more space where you have to send all the items to their specific drawer, and that's easy to do. Use the drawer controller, but then you use then you pipe out of the specific drawer into the planter. So that's all an option. I mean, we have space underneath. If it comes down to that, that's what we'll do. But let me do a little bit of digging into filters and see if there's anything I can find that will actually work with this. Okay, so that took a little longer than I thought, but this is what we have sorted out. So I have found these filters that work with the item conduits. So they actually, I haven't tested out to make sure they work 100% yet, but what we have is we have this filter on the bottom, which is whitelisting the seeds. So as far as I know, that means only the seeds will be coming through. And then I technically don't need a filter on this one, but just to prevent seeds from coming out this side, I put a white filter on this one, a whitelist, sorry, and did the inferium essence on this side. So we have the inferium essence that should be loading into this chest, and I'll empty that out obviously later. And then we have the seeds that should come down and go into the seeds, the plant sower, I believe is what it's called. So right now we're actually looking at the area that the sower will plant in, and it is in a 3x3 area. So I have made 2 of these range add-ons. So it's just only one, that's all I need. I just want it to be a 3x3 area. If I made it any bigger, it would be, I think this goes to a 4x4 area. So that's what I have there. So we can actually turn that off. And then if we go up here and we do the same thing on this one, I have another one here and it's covering the same area. So these two should work together to harvest this area. So what I want to do is I actually want to gather these seeds here because these ones are the tier 4 seeds. And that's what I want because these ones will drop 4 inferium essence per plant. I do eventually want to get up to the tier 6 seeds because those ones will drop, let's see, tier 4, tier 5, tier 6. So yeah, tier 5 gives 5, so I assume tier 6 would give 6. So we do want to get there eventually. It's just really expensive, so we're kind of stuck at the moment at 4. But I do still need to give power to both of these. I haven't figured that logistics yet. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get the lava set up. I'm going to get the, I might have to make one more of these magmatic generators to give power to both. But yeah, I'll get that sorted out and then we will give this thing a trial and see if this does what I think it should be doing. Okay, so we have something set up. It's just temporary. Obviously, I will be redoing this later to get it like a permanent setup here. But I just borrowed this from over there somewhere. But anyways, I have both of these set up with their little bins of lava. So they do have power generating into both of these devices. So I should be able to load the seed. Oh, I planted them again because I wanted to harvest them. So I will wait until these grow again and hopefully I get maybe a 6th seed and then I'll put those in here and we will see and make sure that this actually works. And I want to make sure that when it does harvest it, that the seeds and the inferium end up in the correct places. So yeah, I'll just wait until these grow, then I'll come back, we'll harvest them, we'll get the planting going, and we'll see how this works. All right, so we have our seeds. I did get one extra, it wasn't really worth it, but anyways, let's just go in here if we can reach it. There we go. So we place our seeds. It is planting them. It planted one. I'm not entirely sure why it's not planting more. What has to happen for it to plant more? Why did it only plant one? Okay, fine. Oh, maybe it's one seed per spot is how that works. So we'll plant these on our own. And then we'll see how these grow, and we'll see once they're harvested if this does in fact work. Now my concern though is sometimes these will drop extra seeds. So I'm wondering if each of these slots is allowed to have a stack, because if we ever get more than one, I may have to come in here, lock inventory, every once in a while and pull extra out, but that shouldn't be very often. So I'm gonna just wait for these to grow almost to maturity, and then I'll come back and we'll see if this works. All right, we have one of our plants here at 85%. So any minute now it should mature, and then it will be harvested, and we'll be able to see whether or not the seed gets replanted. That's what I'm hoping for. If it gets a second seed, I don't know if it'll put it in the same inventory slot or if it will put it in inventory slot beside. So there we go. So it did get harvested. So that's good. Are we getting another seed? It doesn't look like we are. I don't know if anything went in there. Okay, no, so everything is still stuck inside. Now it might be that I need to turn these on. Prevent oversending, allow oversending. Doesn't look like they have power. So this should be sending always active. That is correct. Gathering anything, fluid containers, crops. Interesting. So it doesn't seem to be, these don't seem to be pulling items out. Not entirely sure why. Maybe that's not what their job is? For some reason they don't. Maybe we put these on like a joint between two pipes. All right, I'm gonna look into this and see why it's not, these aren't pulling items out. And we will see if we can't get this to work somehow. Gotta put my big brain hat on here. All right, guys, we are back. I have made some changes yet again, and we now have one of these plants that is almost ready. I think it still has to get to 83%, I believe. But anyways, we have set it up again. I've changed the piping a little bit, and I think what I've done should work now. So I'll explain while we wait for this to go through. I've changed it so now we only have one pipe extracting the items out. And I've put this hardened servo on it, which allows both the seeds and the inferium essence to come out of this. And this is, the servos actually pull the items out, and that's what the filters do not do. And then I've attached a filter on the pipe leading towards the chest, and inside the filter I've whitelisted the inferium essence. So essentially anything other than inferium essence, which in this case would be just the seeds, should go down and into the planter. So once, oh, and I think we just had one get harvested, so we should get, it is a little bit slow pulling the items out, but we should hopefully get another seed planted. I'm really hoping. The essence is going in there. We're going to pull all the seeds out to make sure no seeds are going in there. It doesn't look like we, oh, you know what? We did. I think we did, because it planted a new seed right in the same spot. Come to think of it. So that does look like it's working. Okay, so that one harvested. Now we just need one more seed. Come on, seeds, plant already. Come on. So we're getting them harvested. These don't have seeds in them. They're not planting. The seeds are ending up in here. Okay, so This filter doesn't seem to be doing anything. So whitelist. So what if we change this around? We take these, are these tier 4? These are all tier 4 seeds. So what if we blacklist? And we do blacklist, take this off, put these seeds in. So then maybe it sends the seeds down that way. Doesn't look like we need to turn or power or anything. So I'm not entirely sure why that wouldn't work. We're gonna find out in a second here. I'm gonna, oh, these two should harvest rather, oh yeah, here we go. One's at 85%. So that one should go. And seeds, I did pull all this, yes, I pulled all the seeds out. Oh no, there's still 3 in there. Oh, those are 1-on-1s. Okay, we don't care about those. We will stick those seeds in there. Oh, they can't be in, there we go. We have to do it like that. There you go. So now they're being planted. But again, it still seems to only plant one at a time. And I don't understand why the planter does that. Like, why is it only planting one seed? I don't know. Although that one has planted again, so that's good. But we have seeds in there. It should be like these ones. I don't know why these ones aren't planting. Not entirely sure. We'll see if these get replaced. This is really interesting because it's just the planter doesn't seem to be working the way that I expect it to. Oh, and this, oh, there we go. Oh yeah, and then it got planted again. Okay. So that is working. Okay, that one disappeared and it got planted again. Okay. It's just not planting new seeds. Oh, okay. So we have one seed left. Why it's not planting, I don't know. Okay, but it does look like it is working somewhat. And that is good. And then we have Inferium Essence coming into this chest, so that's good. So it looks like the blacklist worked better than the whitelist on this because we're not getting any seeds. Oh, we are still getting seeds in here. I wonder why this filter isn't really working. Well, that's frustrating. But anyways, I'm going to do a little bit more digging into this and see how this is actually supposed to work, how to get this filter to actually either reject these or whitelist the other items. It does seem that things are leaking through and I'm not entirely sure why, or if I'm using the wrong item, or I just have no freaking clue what the crap I'm supposed to be doing. Because all of those options may very well be what's happening. Energy items. I don't understand that. I don't know why it's not planting. Crop hoeing enabled. Oh, okay. Always active. Show work area. That should cover. Yeah, it should be planting in this area. I'm not sure why it's not. That is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. Okay, so I have been doing a lot of digging and I discovered that I was using the filter wrong. Even though the filter can go on pretty much any part of the piping of the item duct, it doesn't work. It has to go on the end. I don't know how that makes sense. I thought you had to put the filter here before the item, traveled down, but apparently that's not how it works. Anyways, so this works fine now. This filter does filter, it's letting just the Inferium Essence in, but we don't actually need this anymore. We also don't need the sower anymore because we have discovered the Actually Additions Farmer. So with all the misery I was going through with the harvester and the sower, I was doing some digging and someone suggested to use the farmer, and I have now set up this sweet piece of equipment, and it is working like a charm. So without any upgrades or anything, what this thing does is it farms a 9x9 area. So obviously I'm going to move this and expand this area. I'm actually thinking because this farms a 9x9 area, I might do this in the void dimension. I've seen a lot of people that do this mod. They do set up the gardens in the void dimension. I think it helps prevent lag and stuff like that for the game. So I think I'm going to pursue that. But anyways, this won't be permanent the way that it's set up right now. But anyways, what it does is it hoes its own area, and then it plants all the seeds that it has. And then as you can see, it just farms. Like, it works flawlessly. So we are going to set that up. It works off of crystal flux, which I'm not entirely sure why this works, but it does, because the magmatic generator produces RF, but apparently that's also crystal flux. But anyways, I'm not complaining. It's working, and it's working flawlessly, and it basically answers all of the problems that I was having. So yeah, we don't even have to filter out the so what happens is the seeds go on the left side, and the whatever is harvesting the food, or the, in this case, the inferium essence, goes on the right hand side. As you can see, it's just pop in there. And then I saw in one of the videos that they actually pull out of the top. I don't know if it's mandatory or not, but when I did try to take it out of the side, it wasn't working. So I'm now taking it out of the top. It does seem to be working. It is filling up this chest rather quickly, so we will have to upgrade our storage on this. But anyways, guys, we have finally found the solution to automate our mystical agriculture. And this is actually pretty cheap to make. If we look up the farmer, this guy just takes one iron casing, which is super easy, a few seeds, and then some Inori crystal blocks. The Inori crystal blocks, I thought they would be hard to come by, but it's actually super easy. All you do is you take the atomic reconstructor, you put a block of iron in front of it, and you shoot it with the laser, and it turns into a block of Inori crystals. So that's super easy to come by, so they're super cheap to make. So I'm going to make a whole bunch of those. We are going to farm every seed we have, I think, and we're just going to have it go nuts and make these 9x9 areas. And I'll have to figure out what storage I want to use, because obviously these will fill up rather quickly. So I might do barrels, try and get the infinite upgrade on them, so we can just have endless supplies of whatever it is that we're farming. But anyways, guys, we have figured it out. This thing is the answer to all of our automating farming questions and concerns. It is a miracle worker. Anyways, guys, that is going to be it for the episode today. Thank you so much for joining me. If you liked the episode, feel free to smash that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit that little bell icon so that you can be notified when I drop more Project Ozone videos just like this one. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in the next episode.